Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do another reading with some channeled messages from Spirit. I just want to point out the sun that just came out now, and we've got these two lines of light coming through here. That's amazing. That's showing that, we're blessed. I'm getting shivers now. With these messages that come through for all of you. So I had to quickly start shooting now as I saw that, because it may fade in a moment. If you see a shadow, it's just my cat as well on the window, because we've got the light shining through. Wow, so that's like blown me away when I saw that. Okay, my cat's just jumped down there, you might hear her. So I recently did one of these readings with some channeled messages from past loved ones. You may have seen that reading potentially, and it seems quite a few messages came through for some of you with some names and information that resonated for some of you. So I'm so glad about that, and I was just drawn to do another reading. It seems that quite a few of you said you like this type of reading, so I'll do my best to do them when I can, because quite a lot comes through, in the channeling. It's random as well, so now we've got Spirit rather queuing up to bring messages to you all, and as I said, I'll do my best to do this as well. If any of you would like a private reading, by the way, the link to my shop is in the description box below. I don't do channeling loved one readings at the moment. It's because it's quite draining. I hope you can understand that. But hopefully, from these messages, you'll get some sort of comfort and insight. Messages come through potentially for some of you. I was up quite late. I'm usually early to bed, early to rise, but I was up quite late doing this last night, and then up early still this morning. I'm doing this in the morning, as it just all came through. Spirit just came flooding in with messages. Just to give you a bit of info about how I do this, you'll see as I show you the messages that came through. Sometimes I just see a vision, a word, a name comes through, but sometimes I'll get a name and really get a lot of information come through that may resonate for some of you, give you clues, for example. This channeling actually started with the smell of cigar smoke that came through suddenly from Spirit. As I mentioned in the last reading, sometimes you may feel past loved ones, ancestors around you by smelling a scent that reminds you of them. So their perfume, smoke, that kind of thing. So anyway, the cigar smoke smell went, and then it came through again later at night quite strongly. And that's where this channeling started. It just all came flooding in. So what I got with the cigar was the name Patrick. And then I heard Pat, an Irish energy. Strongly came out there. Then I heard Houdini randomly, and I thought, wow, what's that all about? I thought it can't be a surname, but I was getting parallel lives. So this Pat had a similar life to Houdini in some way. I don't really know much about Houdini. Obviously I know he was like an escape artist. Maybe there's something there about this person escaping in their life, or maybe they did magic or something as a profession. Could have been a magician. So that's what I was getting there. Then the initial V strongly came out, Violet came through first of all, and I've got a singer with curly hair. Her surname begins with M, so that could be for some of you. Then I heard Macy, and it could be a name. I'm not sure if that's a name actually, but I was strongly getting a shop and seeing a convenience store with flowers outside. And this person, I do feel there's a person here, Macy, or the initial M, has a very bright energy. That's all I was getting there. Then we got another V, Vanessa. Now I was strongly seeing this energy in a vision. She wore black rimmed glasses. I'm getting a librarian. She's someone's mother who's viewing or may view this reading in the future. And I just heard her say, "Love you, Cherry." So it could be your name, could be a nickname she gave you. Could have been something she said there. I also feel she had dark hair actually, just remembering from the vision. Okay, then we got Ender, and he had a market stall in Ireland. So Ireland came through quite a lot actually in this reading. Pigeons came through, so he had pigeons, and this is someone's grandfather as well coming through here. So some of you might be in Ireland, or maybe you've got, ancestors from Ireland, potentially. You might want to do some research even. Next, I got May come through, someone's name. I heard grandma, not grandmother, grandma. Someone who called her grandma. She baked cakes, and she had a floral perfume that suddenly came through. I smelt it really vividly. So that could happen to you. Maybe you smell her perfume sometimes. And she said, "I miss you." That was her message for the viewer. Okay, then I got Tony. Yes, I remember this one, Tony. So he's a carpenter, and it's so interesting. I was like smelling that smell of wood, like wood shavings, that's it, yeah, wood shavings. I was smelling it really vividly. He was in the USA, and I was seeing him wearing dungarees and a flat cap. Really nice energy, really active, coming through there. So he's around one of you. Strongly getting that. Next we had Harold. Harry, for sure. This is someone's grandfather. Now I'm getting shivers as I say this because Harry's energy strongly came through. Even this morning, a bit more came through from him. So yeah, he's someone's grandfather. He had a moustache. I could see that vividly in an image, and he was showing me a pocket watch. And I feel someone still has that pocket watch. It's a family heirloom. Then this morning, I just got waistcoat come through. I saw him in a waistcoat, quite, well dressed, grey hair as well. So he really wanted to come through there for someone. Then we got Louise come through, and I was strongly getting a Charleston look for Louise. Dark hair and a bob, red dress, headband. That's all I got really for Louise. I feel a viewer is called Louise as well. This could be your ancestor. You've got the same name that's coming through just now, actually. Then I got Hilda come through. I was getting a wartime energy. Victory rolls. I'm not sure if you know what they are. It's like a hairstyle they did where the top of their head there were like rolls, almost like curlers, that beautiful preened look that they had. during those times. She wore red lipstick. I could strongly see her image as well, really bright, lovely energy. Her hair as well was like a golden colour, sort of golden blonde. And then it's interesting because I continued channeling, and then I kept hearing the White Cliffs of Dover, which is quite a popular, well-known song from the wartime. Gave people hope, and that song kept playing in my mind. This is how spirit works. It kept playing over and over in my mind, so I had to write it down. And I was getting that it was a link to Hilda. So could be that someone out there watching hears that song sometimes, and that can be, your ancestor here coming through potentially. So they're all quite detailed messages. Then I've got some more here, not as detailed, just random things actually. 22 came through. Could be your age or something, a number that's relevant to you. The surname Green came through. Then I've got Bobby and Rita, who I feel are connected. Now Bobby, I was getting a Scottish energy, seeing a kilt, and he died at 41. So young, obviously, years ago, that was quite common. And Rita was the widow. She was left heartbroken. So there's possibly two ancestors there for someone. I heard Lily come through. I didn't really get anything on Lily. And Milou came through. I'm not sure if that's a French name, but that strongly came through. Milou. Marta as well. Then it was interesting, I heard Treats, and I was getting that's a nickname. And then later I got some more nicknames come through. Treacle and Toots. It's interesting, they all begin with T, so could be something you were called by an ancestor, or could have been something they were called, or something they said. Now it's interesting, I got Daniel, and I'm really feeling this is someone living now. And then May came through this morning, actually, for Daniel. And it's interesting, we had May come out before. So this could have been your grandma, if you're watching, Daniel. Or someone in your family might be called Daniel. And your grandmother was May. Okay. Fiona came through, someone from Wales who moved to Richmond. I feel this again is a past loved one. By the way, I've got Raymond Park as well. I have no idea where that is, but that came through. Oh yes, County Kildare as well. So as you can see, Ireland came out a lot for this channeling. Let us know if that resonates for you in any way, if you wish, if you're in Ireland. Then I've got Francis, a bookkeeper, come through, and I just heard, sorry I left you. So I feel this is someone who left their family behind. And I don't feel that's them passing. I feel like in their life, they just escaped their life, basically. Some of you might know about this, or you might not. Someone who ran away there, I feel. And then I got Mary, and her energy came through quite strongly. It was quite heavy because she was murdered, unfortunately. I was getting a stabbing in an alley. She was followed, and she said she knew them. This is quite an old, a long time ago, rather, for Mary, by the way. So you may, probably, didn't meet Mary in your life, but you may know of Mary. Something that happened to a Mary, I'm getting. But I'm getting like Victorian times coming through there for Mary, actually. Okay, so that's all I got there. And then a few other things came through this morning, actually. I'll just share with you. Now, I've got tagato. I have no idea what that means. Sometimes I get foreign words come through, so I have to call it out. If you know what that means, please do let us know in the comments if you wish. Then I got Florida. I heard Margie strongly and then Marcy. So it could be, two of you in Florida at the moment listening, or it could, there could be ancestors potentially. I heard Chicago Bulls. Now I'm really not into sport, but I believe that's a team of some sort. I don't know if it's football, I'm not sure, but that came through. Nothing else really came through there. I got the name Suzanne, Sarah. I'm getting someone who has a lot of cats there for Sarah, or you love cats. Then I've got some places: Orlando, Idaho, which I believe are in the US, Adelaide, Australia, Vienna, and Ankara. So we've got Austria, Turkey there. Then the last thing that I got was a song that came through just before this reading. Kept playing over and over in my mind randomly, and it was Both Sides Now, Joni Mitchell, that came through. So that could be a song that you love. I'm getting shivers, wow, with that song. So someone might get shivers when I read out that song title. Song that you love could remind you of a past loved one. You might love Joni Mitchell. I really love her music, actually. I haven't heard that song for ages, but that's all I got in terms of my channeling. So as you can see, our two lines of light have now faded that we had before. I don't know how that happened at all. It was coming from the window. So I can only say that that was a divine sign. Really special for this reading. So for a lot of you, that's a sign that your loved ones are with you. I'm getting shivers as I say this as well. So let's pull some letters again. So we might get some more initials or words that come through. So we've got F and another F. F could be someone's initials. We've got S, O, X, Z, N, D, T, X, Y, N, Q, L, G, H, another G, and K. Now I'm seeing sun come through right away. I'm getting shivers, so someone's mother, I feel here, is sending a message to their son. I'm getting that it's linked to F for someone out there. Their initials F, or maybe yours is, or D. It's coming out as well. Now we've only actually got one vowel, O. So we might not be able to get many words come out. I'm seeing Don come through though. I'm hearing K. We've got the initial K, but I'm hearing K. Kaylee as well. I'm hearing Dan. Yeah, it's interesting. There's no A. Hearing Dan, and I believe, yes, we had Daniel come through in the channeling. I'm getting shivers again. So I feel there's something for Dan or Daniel that's come through today, in particular. Now I was also guided to socks that came out, SOX. And again, I'm getting like a football team or something with that, a nickname. It's interesting, we had Chicago Bulls, wasn't it? Yeah. So some football or sport lovers, I feel, are coming through here as well. Also quite a lot of double initials, FF, NN, GG have come out. So that could resonate for some of you. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Hopefully maybe some things came through for some of you there as well. So I'm going to do a little pick a card now for you all. We'll do it on camera, and hopefully a message will come through from a past loved one for you. So I'm being guided to take 3. Okay, so we've got our cards. So obviously you can look at all the cards, but I would say see which one you're drawn to the most, and that card could really be a message coming through for you today from a past loved one. So for the first one, we've got Eagle, and it says see from a higher perspective. Second one, we've got Moon. It says take note of intuitive messages. And for the third one, you've got a Feather. It says guardian angel, you are not alone. Okay, I'm just going to move the letters out the way now, so we've got a bit more room. And I'm just going to channel what comes through with each card. So if you're drawn to the eagle, now this could be your spirit animal, first of all. You might see eagles a lot, or be very drawn to birds of prey. And with the eye, I'm getting your third eye. You receive downloads that help you to see things from a higher perspective. And also, I was just drawn here to these arrows, and there are 11 in total. So a very divine number linked to psychic abilities and intuition. And I'm just thinking about that light that came through that was like 11. So that's really amazing that came through. And obviously that came in from the window. And we've got the eagle in the sky. So I'm getting like messages in the sky for some of you. In clouds maybe. You see clouds in different shapes. Or you see other things in the sky that could even be a reminder of your loved one, like an aeroplane I'm suddenly hearing. You've got a loved one who was a pilot. It's coming through now as well. Okay, so that's all I'm getting for that one. With the moon, it says take note of intuitive messages. So I'm feeling in dreams here. Some of you are visited by loved ones, past loved ones and ancestors. And they could be giving you signs in terms of your future, potentially. Could be them communicating with you. That's often the case. If a past loved one visits you in a dream, rather. They're trying to tell you something. They're even maybe just trying to comfort you, show you something, show you they're with you. You may then the next day get a sign linked to your past loved one. Like you might smell their scent, see something they loved, see a reminder, and that will show you that they really did connect with you in your dream. So again, like downloads coming to you from past loved ones I'm getting here. I'm getting shivers as I say this as well. Wow. Something about the moon as well. For some of you, maybe around the full moon, you feel more connected to your ancestors, potentially. So I'm getting that as well. Okay, now the third one, that's beautiful. With guardian angel and the feather. So you might see feathers, definitely. That can be a sign left for you by your angel or past loved one. And they really want you to know you're not alone. I'm feeling some of you listening feel at times that you are. Yeah, I'm getting emotions here, so sending you a big hug. Wow, yeah, a lot of emotions for this card. You might get really emotional when you see a feather as well. It might uplift you, and that's the whole point. It could also be guiding you down different paths, potentially, giving you a sign. I'm really feeling here. I'm feeling as well, because we've got like the sun and moon here, which can be a sign of soulmates and spirit, the divine. So sometimes you receive a feather and it's a sign from your person as well, your loved one, in this realm potentially, or it could be your love from this lifetime who's now passed over, and that's really coming through for this card actually. Some of you have lost someone. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of emotions here. For some of you it was recent. You've lost the love of your life. I'm getting shivers. And they're in the other realm, but they want you to know you're not alone. They're with you. This happens with some soul connections, twin flames, whatever label you want to put on it, where some will reincarnate in the same lifetime and be together, and some will be for a short time, and then one will go to the spiritual realm. I have seen this in people I know, happen to people I know, where they've met their soulmate and then quite suddenly and drastically one of them passes to the other realm, but you're still doing your work in tandem, no matter what, and you're still connected. That's what I want to say here. So I really hope that made sense. That came through for someone in particular. Okay, so I really hope you got some messages come through there, potentially for you. So I'm going to finish with some messages from the Ancestor Spirit cards. So any other messages today from your past loved ones? Wow, okay, so they flew out, as you saw. These are for you. Okay, so I'm being drawn right away to this one, because this really links with some things I've said about the clouds before and the sky, and you've got notice the signs. That's amazing. Signs in nature, symbols. It says investigate. So like you might see a sign one day like this one, and you're being guided to investigate what it means. It could even be a number. an angel number. Potentially, you're being guided to look it up. But I'm really getting the countryside. Sometimes you're out walking, potentially, and you might see a sign in the clouds, even like an initial in the clouds, that kind of thing. I know I've seen that before, actually. Yeah, I've just been reminded of that. So that's amazing that we get that as the first message. I'm also getting Ireland again, actually. It's interesting that came through a lot in the channeling. I'm like seeing Ireland here in this card. So for someone in Ireland, I feel that could be. We've got focus on children coming through here. Now, I'm really getting the mother-child connection coming through here. It's interesting we had son come out in the letters, but I'm also getting daughter. I'm getting a lot of emotions with this card, and I'm getting shivers. So your mother is coming through for some of you. I feel some of you have recently lost your mother. Sending you a big hug if you're emotional, during this reading. But look at the closeness. Your mother is with you a lot. Remember I was saying about scent. See how close she is. You might pick up on her scent. You just know it's your mother, and she's doing that to comfort you. Some of you live close to the sea, and you go to the sea to try and connect with your mother or past loved one. The beach, I'm getting, so we've got the sea there, or the countryside. Obviously we had country come out there, coming through. And with all the green, I'm getting the heart chakra, like they're sending you love. Your mother is sending you love. That's really coming out here. I'm getting the number 9 as well. It could be a Virgo energy. Doesn't have to be, but I'm getting 9 come through. It could be your life path number. It's interesting we've got green in this card as well. Excuse me. Again for the heart chakra. So being in a loving energy, being grateful, staying in this harmonious energy. I'm seeing here this energy almost like praying to ancestors. I know some people do that, appreciating your loved ones and ancestors. Yeah, seeing the positive aspects of your connections that you've had. I'm getting here like offerings being made to past loved ones. Some of you might do that, have an altar, potentially. Okay, then we've got here, re-energize your life. Now it's interesting we've got the dragon, because we're in the year of the dragon this year, the time of recording this reading. The message is re-energize your life, clear, positive space, harmony. Now, wow, we had harmony twice. And actually I've pulled 6 cards, which is the number of harmony. It's interesting. I did that in the last reading, and harmony came out, I remember. So yeah, some of you might have a lot of clutter around you. You might even be holding on to a lot of items from the past. Remember, everything has energy. Nothing wrong, obviously, with having memories, but sometimes having too many things can clutter your space and clutter your mind. So that's coming through there. You've also got respect your physical body, time to relax, maybe get away in nature. It's coming out again. I'm getting Canada suddenly coming through with the snow. You might want to just go away, get away. Again, that could be where you really feel your loved one come through and connect with you, see signs, really magical signs I'm hearing, actually. Like you might just see a bird suddenly on a bare tree, and you see that as your sign. Okay, and then we got open to love. It's interesting, we had the green, a lot of green for the heart chakra. Yeah, you're being guided to just sort of get yourself out there, open your heart chakra. Because the thing with grief, I just want to sort of share this as my last message. The thing with grief is it brings you down to a low vibration in your energy. So that's why you're being guided to be thankful, to raise your vibration, appreciate the people you've had in your life. Even if they're no longer here with you in this realm, they're still with you. So try to sort of shift your perspective about that. It's interesting, we had that before with these cards. Yeah, this one. See from a higher perspective. So try to maybe see things differently. If you are getting very low and sad, thinking about the loss of this person, this loved one, because that can also close up your heart and close you off to love and other relationships potentially. So just wanted to share that. So I really hope that this reading has brought you some clarity, peace and comfort, and that some messages may have come through for you today. As I said, I'll try to do some more of these in the future when I can. Remember that if you comment, like and subscribe, it can help me to pick up on your energy for future readings, and hopefully some more things may come through for you in the future from past loved ones. Obviously you don't have to comment, but remember, by sharing your comments you can also help others. Some people may not feel that they can comment at this time, so it may bring them comfort. But it's also really nice to see you all supporting each other in the comments actually, which is lovely. As you know, I comment when I can as well. I do read all your comments. And that can help me sometimes to get more messages come through for you as well, if I pick up on your energy. So anyway, I'll leave that there. Thank you so much for being here. Sending peace, love and light to you all.